Alrighty, welcome back. We have here another video on price action on the S&P 500. So, a link to the previous video will be in the description below, as always. And today we have a video where we haven't seen um too much of a different range because you could see that for a couple months um we've been stuck in the same price action. So we got more or less 20 $30 of range. We got 580, 610, just about the same $20 that price just keeps kind of staying in between. Just keeps staying, whether it goes up or down in between here, it's just kind of staying in between here. So with that thesis, we look for levels that it won't break out of for a long time, and that's what we see right here. We see this multiple rejections at the top of this wedge, right? So we have this wedge acting as resistance, and it's multiple times that it did wick off of this wedge. We can clearly see the wicks at the top of the wedge, and yeah, we created somewhat of like this inverted head and shoulders right here. You can clearly see the left head, right shoulder, and it created this kind of like a neckline right here, as the head and shoulder strategy usually plays by. And what we got today was a break of that neckline. So you have multiple confluences, multiple areas that are being broke to the upside, and that is just complete bullish activity. So not a nice trade today, because of this sentiment, and because these levels give you clear direction for what side of the market you should be on. So risk to reward was 1 to 5. We targeted these previous highs on this wick, which was going to be the 608 highs, and a break of the 604 605 level gave us that immediately. um yeah, so we hadn't broke this range for a couple of weeks now. Back in January 24th we rejected it, then again on the 31st and on the 7th of February. So if you're paying attention to these zones, you can catch a decent breakout. And now what we're going to see after we already surpassed this next level is the level of 612. So these aren't any new levels. We can see that we did have previous highs over here at 610, but I just, on a dynamic level, I'm just kind of lining up the fact that once we break this, we can could potentially see maybe like a retest of this zone, and then a move to the next area, which just on a dynamic level it kind of lines up, because we're obviously going to see the top of this channel again for another big move. That's why I kind of have this note up here, a potential rejection of the long time channel, which will be a big move for shorts. It not necessarily means death for the SPY. It doesn't mean we're gonna sell off completely, but you can target like a nice pullback, and it's just a part of the bullish move. So leg down within a leg up, and if we crack 616, kind of lines up with like the 615 616 area, then if we crack that, we could look for a retest of this level to act as support for a move to the upside for the bulls favor. And if we do reject any of these zones, then we'll be able to play to the downside accordingly. So now that we did break this, I'm obviously bullish. We got the retest, we got the move to the upside, and now what we're waiting for is a potential rejection at this long time channel. And the reason why I say a potential rejection is because that's what it's done in the past. So if you just follow what price action has done in the past, very easy to identify that. We're looking at this purple line right now. It's very easy to identify that we've been respecting this area. Every time we get close to it, we go down. Every time we get on it, we definitely go down. Close to it, we go down. on it, we go down, and now we're on it. So we did get a couple moves to the downside from this same exact level, like I just showed you a couple examples of, and we also got some in the more recent weeks. But now that we broke over this, I'm hoping that we don't see that same narrative and we don't crack down to the bottom of the channel, but we more or less favor the bull sentiment, which is going to be the break over the retest and a move to the upside. So if these levels do help you, leave a like, leave a comment, any questions you guys have. All the links will be in the description. You guys can join the Discord and ask me any questions you have. I'll be happy to answer any questions. So yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Peace.